Hello everyone and welcome to today's online class for class 12.
To do a comparison study between the electrode potential values among the electrode reduction potential values of different species, a series known as electrochemical series has been constructed. The series has been constructed like in this manner, in a linear graph, and it is placed in a top to bottom manner. The middle portion of this linear graph represents an electrode potential value 0 volt. This 0 standard volt is taken as the electrode potential value, electrode reduction potential value of hydrogen. H plus when gets reduced to hydrogen atom, the electrode potential value of that electrode is taken as 0 volt. All the values down the 0 standard volt is represented by the positive value. As you can see by these two examples that I had written, both of them are placed below the standard 0 volt and all of them represents the positive values. The similar is true for the values above the standard 0 volt. Two values I have represented, and both of these values represent the negative electrode potential values and has been placed above these 0 values. So this electrochemical series has been constructed top to bottom with the increasing order. The increasing order means at the top of the series the value is represented by the negative values which has a lower value of electrode potential, and subsequently when you are going down the series you are getting the electrode reduction potential values in an increasing order. And in the middle portion of the series you are getting the standardized value of 0 volt which represents the value for the electrode potential of hydrogen. Now few more things that you need to memorize, you need to remember, you need to study about this series is that the more you move towards the upper portion of the series, towards the top of the series from the 0 standard value, more negative the electrode potential becomes. When you move more below the 0 values, more downwards from the 0 values, the more positive the value becomes. So it is a linear graph that has been constructed. The middle portion represents the 0 and moving towards the down, the positive values increases. Moving towards the upper portion of the graph, the negative values increases. As this entire linear graph represents the electrode potential value, reduction electrode potential value, the low from top to bottom, if you move the positive value, the electrode potential value, the reduction electrode potential value increases, which implies that the reduction reaction of that electrode is more favored, which implies that from the top to bottom when you're moving in this series, the ease of doing reduction by the species increases depending on the place they are at. If they are at more further down the series, that means the reduction for that species to do reduction is more favored. If they are placed in the upper portion of the series, that implies that the species to do the reduction is not easy. In fact, the opposite is easy for it. To do the oxidation is more easier for the species. That's why in electrochemical series, if you move down from top to bottom, ease of doing reduction increases, and vice versa. This is a very very important thing that you need to remember during the comparative study of these species with the help of electrochemical series. I am explaining it again. So electrochemical series has been constructed in a increasing manner from top to bottom with the ease of doing reduction. So the reduction potential values of this species has been constructed in such a manner that most of the reduction potential value which is higher in nature has been placed down the series. There is a portion in the mid of the series which represents the standard potential value, which is taken as the electrode potential value of hydrogen, which is taken as 0 value. Moving down the 0 value, the positive integer value increases, increasing the ease of doing reduction. Going above the 0 value on towards the top of the series, the negative values of the reduction potential increases, implying the ease of doing reduction decreases and ease of doing oxidation is increases up to the series. That's why when in this series moving from top to bottom, you get ease in doing the reduction, whereas ease of doing oxidation decreases. Let's see how the Nernst equation can be constructed for a galvanic cell reaction. Let's say there is a galvanic cell reaction happening in this form. A of A is reacting with A of A is reacting with B of B and producing C of C and D of D. Now, as this is a galvanic cell, in that case, their reduction half cell and oxidation half cell will be occurring in a separate half cell reaction. And each electrode will be represented with the help of its standard electrode potential. That is, the reaction of this half cell can be represented with the help of their electrode reduction potential value. And as a total, they will be represented by their electrode. The overall reaction will be represented with the help of the reduction potential value of the overall reaction. So the overall reaction reduction potential value, that is the potential value of the overall reaction E cell, is given by E equals to E naught cell minus of 0.059 by n log of concentration of product C raised to the power stoichiometric coefficient C multiply concentration of the product D raised to the power stoichiometric coefficient D divided by concentration of reactant A raised to the power stoichiometric coefficient A into concentration of reactant B raised to the power stoichiometric coefficient B. Now this is a Nernst equation that is representing the total electrode potential values of the total reaction. And this E naught cell is the electrode potential, standard electrode potential value for the overall reaction. Overall cell reaction. We know that galvanic cell, the overall cell reaction is constructed with the help of two half cell reaction. Each of these two half cell reaction have their own electrode potential values, have their own standard electrode potential values. Therefore, these overall standard electrode potential values can be represented, can be calculated, can be determined with the help of the standard electrode potential value of each half cell by standard electrode potential values of cathode minus standard electrode potential value of anode. That is E naught R minus E naught L. Standard electrode potential value of right hand side electrode minus of standard electrode potential value of left hand side electrode. That is in a galvanic cell. If you remember the construction, there was one half cell, one half beaker cell that was presenting in the right side, and it was touched by a external wiring with a left hand side electrode potential, left hand side half cell. Both the half cell was having their own reaction, their own standard reduction potential. We can get the entire overall setup's standard electrode potential just by subtracting the standard electrode potential of right hand side half cell from the right hand side half cell with the left hand side half cell, that is the standard electrode potential value of right hand side half cell minus of standard electrode potential value of left hand side half cell, and thus we can find the electrode potential value of the overall cell reaction for any instant of time. So this equation represents the overall cells, the entire galvanic cell's electrode potential value, and this one represents the overall standard electrode potential value for the entire galvanic cell reaction, and this can be calculated with the help of this equation, in which the equation is saying that E naught cell equals to minus of E naught cathode minus of E naught anode. That is equals to E naught cell equals to E naught R minus of E naught L. R representing the right hand side electrode and L represent the left hand side electrode. That is by subtracting the left hand side electrode from the right hand side electrode standard electrode potential of right hand side electrode, you can find the values of the entire standard electrode potential of the cell. This is a very unique way of representing an entire galvanic cell reaction. In the middle portion of this construction representation, you can see there are two lines that had been drawn. On the left hand side, there are two species, and on the right hand side, there are two species being given. The left hand side, this portion represents the cell reaction that is happening in the left hand side, and left hand side half cell, and this portion is represented by the cell reaction that is happening in the right hand side half cell. We know that in the left hand side half cell oxidation occurs, and on the right hand side half cell reduction occurs. So if you imagine, this one is the left hand side beaker in which the oxidation is happening, the anode is present, and this is the right hand side beaker is represented by this side in which the reduction occurs. And this double line is representing the Saul bridge that are connecting the two reactions. So this is a representation, a very schematic short representation of this entire galvanic cell construction. As the galvanic cell construction is very complex to draw, that's why in a very simplistic term this approach has been taken to construct a galvanic cell or to represent a galvanic cell. The Saul bridge is represented in the middle as it is in the galvanic cell by just two lines, and on the right hand side of the Saul bridge will be representing the half cell which is occurring in which the reduction is occurring just like in the galvanic cell, and the Saul bridge, the double line, the left hand side of the Saul bridge, we are representing the half cell in which the oxidation is happening just like in the galvanic cell. If in this example also, in the left hand side, in which the left hand side electrode or half cell should be represented, in which the oxidation happens in a galvanic cell, you can see that it is represented by zinc one line, zinc 2 plus. This one line represents the transformation. That means that in this way of representation, it is trying to say that zinc in solid state is transforming the zinc 2 plus by the release of 2 electron. This is what it is trying to represent by representing like this. On the left hand side, the reduction should happen. So you need to represent that thing, and it is exactly representing that way. In this thing, it is saying that copper 2 plus is transforming to neutral copper atom by gaining 2 electron. That is, the reduction is happening. That's why this is representing in that manner. So this is entirely a simplistic way of representing a galvanic cell. Starting in the left hand side, you start with representing the oxidation half reaction. Then you have to represent the solid bridge by putting double parallel line, and then you will ending this representation by representing the reduction half cell, and thus you can create the entire construction of the galvanic cell reaction by a very simplistic measure. Now, why I need to do that? By just studying that, I can construct the half cells. Let's construct the anode half cell or oxidation half cell. Now, this is the oxidation half cell in which zinc in solid state is producing zinc 2 plus by the release of 2 electrons. And in the reduction half cell, copper 2 plus in aqueous medium by gaining 2 electron is producing copper salt, and thus the overall reaction can be represented just by adding both sides. In this side, zinc solid plus copper 2 plus aqueous, 2 electron on the left hand side will be cancelling the 2 electron on the right hand side. That's why we do not need to write these 2 electron. And on the right hand side, 2 Zn2 plus aqueous plus copper solid. This is the overall reaction. Now, how the Nernst equation for overall reaction will be constructed? E cell equals to E naught cell minus of 0.059. 2 numbers of electron has been transferred in this overall galvanic cell reaction. Therefore, N will be 2 log of concentration of product. Concentration of product, that is concentration of Zn2 plus to the power stoichiometric coefficient. Stoichiometric coefficient is 1 multiplied concentration of copper in solid state. Concentration of copper in solid state is always 1. That's why we are not going to write that thing, divided by concentration of reactants. In the concentration of reactant, zinc is in the solid state. That's why the concentration or the activity of zinc will be taken as unity. That's why we do not need to consider it. And multiplying it with the concentration of copper 2 plus in the aqueous medium. So this is going to be the electrode potential cell reaction, E cell equation for this particular galvanic cell reaction, where E naught cell will be calculated on the basis of E naught cell, E naught R minus E naught L. In the right hand side electrode, this is the cell reaction that is happening. So we need to produce E naught copper 2 plus by copper minus of E naught of Zn2 plus by Zn. In the left hand side, we are taking zinc, we are doing the oxidation of zinc to zinc 2 plus. We are doing the oxidation, but the electrode potential, the standard electrode potential value that we are going to take is is in the form of reduction potential values of this thing, that is E naught Zn2 plus by of Zn2. Zn. This is the E naught cell value that we can calculate on the basis of this, and this is the E equation of the E cell value. And by putting all the respective values in their places, we can find out the E cell values also and E naught cell values also. Similarly, in this galvanic cell, this parallel line also represents the salt bridge, and the left hand side of this solid bridge is the oxidation half cell, and this right hand side portion is representing the reduction half cell. In the oxidation half cell, copper is oxidizing to copper 2 plus by losing 2 electron. On the reduction half cell, silver by gaining 1 electron, producing silver salt. Now to balance the both side, the number of electron transfer on the both side, we are going to multiply 2 with the second half cell reaction, that is with the reduction half cell reaction, and thus we get that 2 silver plus cation by gaining 2 electron, producing 2 silver neutral atom, and the overall reaction will be copper in solid state reacting with silver 2 plus in aqueous state producing copper 2 plus in aqueous state, and 2 silver atom is precipitating out, and 2 electron is transferred during this entire overall reaction. So to represent the Nernst equation for this overall reaction, it will be like this: E cell electrode potential for the overall cell reaction equals to E naught cell standard electrode potential of the overall reaction minus of 0.059, 2 numbers of electrons being transferred, so N will be 2, 0.059 by 2 log of concentration of product, that is concentration of copper 2 plus in aqueous medium multiply concentration of silver. Silver is in the solid state, elementary state, so the activity of silver is 1, so we are not going to represent that one, divided by the reactivity, activity, or the concentration of the reactant. Now the concentration of the reactant, the first species is coming as copper. Copper is in solid state, so the activity is 1, unity we are not going to consider it. So the next one is, the next species is Ag plus. The concentration of Ag plus raised to the power stoichiometric coefficient 2. So this is the cell reaction and the electrode potential value equation for this overall cell reaction, in which E naught cell value, the standard electrode potential value of cell, can be calculated by subtracting the E naught value of the right hand side electrode from with the left hand side electrode potential value of left hand side electrode. In the right hand side electrode, the half cell reaction is this one, so the E naught value for silver plus silver species, silver plus silver couple, is Ag plus by Ag minus of E naught value for this couple, E naught value of copper 2 plus. The reduction E naught potential value for E naught copper 2 plus is copper 2 plus by copper E naught value. By doing this equation, by using this equation, we can find out the standard electrode potential value for this overall cell reaction, and by putting the respective values in their places, we can calculate the electrode potential value of the overall cell and standard electrode potential value of overall cell also. In this above cell reaction, in the oxidation half cell, cadmium is transforming to cadmium 2 plus, and there is this representation of solid bridge. And the right hand side half cell reaction, H plus is transforming to hydrogen gas, and there is a platinum. Now why this platinum thing is coming? Is it including in the right hand side reaction or not? It is not. When this kind of species is there, where there is no species in the solid state, like in this half cell reaction, H plus, which is an aqueous medium, liquid state, not H plus is in liquid state, it is in the aqueous solution, and it is transforming into a species which is hydrogen, which is in gaseous state. electrode is taken in the form of, most of the cases, in the form of a solid state, solid material taken as electrode. As there is no species, both the species in the couple, reaction couple, are not in the solid state, so an external inert material has been taken as an electrode, which is platinum. Platinum is merely in this right hand side half cell reaction is used in the form of an external inert electrode. It is not taking part in the reaction of this half cell. It is there to help this electrode reaction in the form of an electrode, an inert electrode. It is not directly doing the reaction. The reaction is happening. H plus is transformed into hydrogen atom, a hydrogen molecule in the gaseous state. Platinum is there as an external electrode, inert electrode. That's why a lot of time this kind of platinum you will see, a lot of time you will not. Like in this case, there is no platinum in the left hand side of cadmium, because cadmium itself is the species that is taking part in the reaction, and also the state of cadmium is solid. So cadmium itself taking part in the reaction and also is playing the role of the electrode. That cannot be done by H plus or H2 in gaseous state. That's why a help of an external electrode, inert electrode, is taken in the form of platinum. Now what is the half cell reaction? The first half cell reaction is the oxidation half cell reaction, that is this one. That is cadmium in solid state using 2 electron and aqueous state. This is the half cell reaction of oxidation. What is the reduction half cell reaction? 2H plus in aqueous state by gaining 2 electron in producing H2 in gaseous state and leaving the reaction medium. So the overall reaction will be cadmium in solid state reacting with H plus in aqueous state. 2 electrons in the both side will cancel each other, and the product that will be produced, cadmium will be 2 plus in aqueous state and hydrogen gas will evolve. This is the overall chemical reaction that is happening in the entire galvanic cell construction. So the reduction potential value for the entire galvanic cell will be representing by E cell equals to E naught cell minus of 0.059 by 2. Again 2 electron is transferred in this overall reaction. Log of concentration of cadmium 2 plus partial pressure of H2 gas. Hydrogen is the gas. The partial pressure, when the species is gaseous in state, instead of taking concentration, we represent the activity of that species in the form of the partial pressure. That's why when we are talking about the species cadmium, the concentration of cadmium is taken in the place of activity of cadmium 2 plus, and partial pressure of hydrogen gas is needed to be taken in the place of activity of hydrogen gas, divided by, as no other product is there, divided by the concentration of reactant. The first one is cadmium in solid state, activity of cadmium taken as unity, that's why we are not going to consider it, and the concentration of H plus to the power stoichiometric coefficient 2. So this is the overall electrode potential expression that we have constructed with the help of Nernst equation. By providing the respective values in the position of the variables, we can calculate the E cell values for this overall reaction. The E naught cell value, the standard electrode potential value, can be calculated by E naught cell equals to E naught R minus of E naught L. In the right hand side electrode, this is the cell reaction that is happening. E naught H plus by hydrogen minus of, in the left hand side, this is the oxidation of happening, that is cadmium 2 plus by cadmium E naught. This is the E naught cell expression by which we can calculate the standard electrode potential value for the overall cell reaction of this galvanic cell. We already have studied that for this kind of generalized galvanic cell reaction, the Nernst equation can be represented by this. Now let's say that this reaction is at equilibrium. When at equilibrium, the equilibrium constant K is given by concentration of C to the power C, concentration of D to the power D, concentration of A to the power A, concentration of B to the power B. The concentration of the A, B, C, D, this respective term when they are in equilibrium can be represented by this. And we also now know that at equilibrium E cell value E cell value becomes 0. At equilibrium this happens. Now putting this respective value in this generalized Nernst equation, the equation will become E cell 0 will be in the place of this because we are now considering the equilibrium position. E naught cell value never changes. So it is a constant term, it will be retained. E naught cell minus of 0.059 by n log of K. Now this log of K or this one is nothing but by taking this value to this entire value to the opposite side, it will have E naught cell value of RT in 2.303 RT in F log of K. This was the value by putting the 25 degrees Celsius in the place of T and putting the values of Faraday, the inner and universal gas constant value, we calculated that value to be 0.059. I am just deconstructing those values and putting their entire numerical numbers, that is 2.303 RT by 5F is the value. By calculating this value we were getting it. I am just writing them again. E naught cell RT ln NF by taking this 2.230 value also, the log will again become ln, and this will give, even if I don't take this value, I can write this entire equation as log of K NF E naught cell by 2.303 RT. This is the equation or expression that relate the equilibrium constant of the cell reaction at equilibrium with the E cell of the reaction, E naught cell of the reaction.